This meeting's begun, and we're reminding everyone that it is being recorded and will be accessible through Dartmouth TV. And roll call, Gloria,
Here.
Lara. Lara, can no one
Thank
hear
you.
me?
You're glitchy, but yes, here.
Yeah, sorry, Terry.
Yeah.
And Steve.
Here.
And myself, Bess, here. All right, now we can continue.
Are we waiting for Heidi, or is she not able
She's
to?
not able to come tonight. She
Okay.
emailed.
I haven't even checked my email.
So per the agenda, we're here to vote on minutes and discuss anything pertaining to Tuesday's meeting. So I make a motion to approve the minutes. I just don't have the dates. Does anyone have the dates?
Yes, I do. Give me a second and I will share those with you. The minutes of April 4th and May 23rd.
I'll move for April 4th. I was here. I wasn't here for the 23rd.
I
don't know if we're doing them one at a time or in pair.
Yeah, she sent us two groups to approve.
Okay.
So I second both because of those two. I was here. Was one of those the 9th? No. Okay.
Okay. I was not here on the 23rd, so I'm happy to, if you want to take a vote, I can abstain from the 23rd.
Can we
All right,
pass
so
with
let's take them one
abstentions?
at a time then. April 4th, I make a motion that we approve the minutes of April 4th.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Approved.
By roll, I think we have to do it.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I think. I could be wrong, but we're
Yes, we
zooming.
do.
So, yeah.
Okay, Bess, you want to do that?
Sure. Lara,
Yes.
Gloria,
yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Bess, yes. Second
I'll make a
motion.
motion that we approve May 9th minutes.
May 23rd. I
May
think.
23rd.
Sorry, May 23rd minutes. Mhm.
I second
Uh,
that.
Gloria. Yeah, Gloria.
Yes.
Vote. Lara,
Abstain.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve.
I have to abstain also.
Okay, and I say yes, but that's not a quorum.
It's a
Can we
majority of
pass?
the quorum present.
Oh, okay.
that-
Okay.
You should be okay. And then I can go back to find Melanie's other email where she has, oh brother. Okay. The minutes of, do you want to do them one at a time?
Yeah, I have issue with 2, and we weren't all there for all of them, so it's probably
Okay.
cleaner.
So February 8th, we had Heidi, Sean, Terry, Steve, Brian, myself, Gloria, and Chris.
So I abstain.
Okay.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Gloria,
I'm sorry, what date are we looking at? The 9th?
February 8th.
February 8th, and you were,
Yes, yes, the answer is yes.
Lara,
yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Bess, abstain.
Okay. February 28th, Heidi, Sean, Terry, Bess, Gloria, Brian, and Steve. So I move to approve. No, I can't because I wasn't there.
I'll
I'll
move to
make a
approve.
motion.
I'll second it.
Gloria,
Yes.
Lara,
Abstain.
Terry, Steve,
Yes.
and myself, yes, Bess.
Okay. March 28th, Heidi, Chris, Lara, Bess, Terry, and Brian. Members absent, Steve and Gloria.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
Gloria,
Abstain.
Lara,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve, abstain.
Yep, I have to abstain.
Bess, yes.
Okay, April 11th, you attendance. Terry, Gloria, Laura, Heidi, and Bess. Members absent, Steve. Okay, so I move to approve the April 11th meeting minutes.
I'll second it.
Gloria,
Yes.
Lara,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes,
Steve,
I could abstain.
and Bess, yes.
Okay, April 17th. Attendance included Gloria, Bess, Laura, Heidi, Terry, Steve. I move to approve.
I'll
I'll
second.
second it.
Gloria,
Yes.
Lara,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes,
Steve,
Yes,
Bess, yes.
Okay, the minutes of April 25th included Heidi, Steve, Brian, Terry, Bess, and Lara. Members absent were Gloria. So,
I'll move that those be accepted.
I'll second it.
So Gloria,
Abstain.
Lara,
yes.
Terry,
Yes,
Steve,
Yes,
Bess, yes.
And the final set of minutes that we are working on is May 9th. Members present included Terry, Bess, Steve. Members absent were Gloria, Lara.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll
I
second that.
second. Gloria,
Abstain.
Lara,
Abstain.
Terry,
Yes,
Steve,
Yes,
and I just want to make a comment before I vote on this. Sorry. It says that Joan Menard made comments, but she wasn't present, and it even said that she was present, but she wasn't. It was just Melissa and Magnolia, right?
No, I think, no, she was. That was the one from 2 weeks ago where she came in and talked about it being a law.
And I don't know, I just don't remember it. But okay, I'll say
I'm
yes.
not,
but I
I'm
don't-
not remembering the date, but 100% she was there and brought up, because that's where we learned that it was a law, that it needed to be divisible by 3. We thought it was a guideline.
Right, and I know I missed that meeting, it was the 9th, and so I watched it. And Melissa was there as well. Yep, and Magnolia, so I remember seeing that.
All right, senior moment. Don't remember it.
Well, there's been a lot of meetings, Beth, so.
Do we have enough to pass it without me? Just because I don't have a memory of it.
You
No.
can abstain. Were you there?
It says I wasn't. I'm pretty sure I was. It was the last one. It was the last one. Maybe I wasn't there. I'm sorry.
Well, I can look again.
No, I was definitely there. I don't know why I don't remember it. So, okay. Yes, Bess. Done. Okay, we're done with the minutes.
Okay.
So when Heidi suggested holding this meeting, she said that she thought it would be important in case anybody had questions about what they were going to be handling at the town meeting, or if there was any last minute kind of thing to pull together. So, Bess, you're going to do the library, is that right?
I was doing the historic
Historical
commission.
Commission, okay.
Gloria's doing the
I'm doing library and DPW.
Okay, I'm doing Board of Assessors and Board of Health. And
I-
Heidi said she's gonna do omnibus.
Oh, Heidi's now gonna do omnibus?
no.
No.
Okay,
No.
I'm supposed to do omnibus, Parks and Rec, and the select board election.
Oh, because Heidi can't because she's on the select board now, right? Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. And what are you doing, Steve? Which one are you doing?
I'm not committing to any of them because I have a medical appointment that I can't change, and I don't know if I'm gonna be available when they call it, and that's my excuse, but it's true.
Okay,
That's a pretty good one.
Well, I tried changing it, but I won't get another appointment for a year, so I can't do that.
Okay,
So I think that's it, unless anybody wants to bounce ideas off or what they're gonna say, if everyone feels good about it.
I'm all set.
The only question I want to confirm, I guess, is when we talk about in DPW that they're the only appointed board that sets compensation and hires their director. What other appointed board has a director?
I think we might get some pushback on that only because Board of Health hires their director of public health, I think is the term. And I thought there was one other that did also, but
But that's an elected board, Steve.
yes.
Board of Health is elected, right? So we're
Yeah.
talking appointed board, so
is Waterways appointed?
Waterways is appointed, but they're advisory only. They don't do any hiring. They don't do anything other than advise and
Okay.
report.
I know that Youth Commission is appointed and they don't hire their department head, because I was on the Youth Commission. And I look,
historical,
there isn't a
but
department.
there
head
isn't,
historical.
right?
Waterways, I mean, harbor management, there isn't a department head per se, right?
Well, the harbor master is the department head, but again, the harbor is Waterways and they're advisory only. So they don't hire, under state law, the select board has to appoint a harbor master and
Yeah.
the shellfish warden falls under that.
Okay. So what do you think, Lara? Can you think of any other appointed
I
board
can't,
that have a department head?
no, I mean, I was gonna say waterways, but again, it's advisory. So from a best practice standpoint, there's evidence to suggest that those people are consulted. Like the plan is not to like oust the
Right.
DPW board from its role in participating in the policy setting and support of that department.
We
Yeah.
received concerns from two DPW board members. You weren't, I don't think you were at the meeting, Lara, where there was a concern that it was a bigger change than it really is. And I think that that was the thought. It came up at a select board meeting too, the concern that it was a bigger recommendation for change than it really is. And we're trying to clarify that the only change is to bring this board in line with all of the other appointed boards. And it's not, and it would still be, and I think it said it in the rationale that was sent out by Heidi, that best practice would still be to have the board involved in hiring.
Yep.
The end product.
I agree with you. I'm pretty sure the current chair, though, sent a letter to all town meeting members. Yes.
Oh,
mean,
I haven't seen that. I got something in the mail today about the police station. In an email today about the police station, but I didn't get anything from, we got a letter, the Charter Commission got a letter from Mr. LaBelle, I think it is, from the DPW.
Yep.
And Mr. Alme did come to a meeting to speak about his concern.
And I think that the DPW concerned the board was that there are bigger changes coming down the pike, that they wanted to postpone this change and try to wrap it into an overall restructuring of the
Yep.
department.
Yep, that's exactly right. So I think what's tricky for us is that we don't have a hidden agenda. The recommendations that we're making were made simply about trying to make some consistency in practice here, about opening up, in terms of the Board of Assessors and the Board of Health, opening it up to people who might not want to campaign. To me, that was the biggest rationale. It's not to give more power to anybody else. But I think people are rightly concerned about the snafu with getting, not having paperwork included with the town meeting packet, having that sent out after the fact. But I think we have to do the best that we can.
Yeah, I think it's unfortunate that the rationales didn't go out because those are so clear. And so I felt like that would have been really helpful for people.
Yeah.
Going back, Steve, to something you just said about their evaluation that they're doing on the DPW, right? They're doing an assessment or study. It's not clear to me, and I don't know if it's clear to any of you, how that study would have impacted our recommendation anyway, because their study, my understanding is of their overall operations. And so the actual hiring of one particular individual, I don't think a study is going to come back and tell the board, you shouldn't hire this person. I think the study is going to focus on operations. So I don't know how that argument would tie into our recommendation. So I guess we'll find out on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah. that's-
Does anybody know if Sarah is gonna have, or if somebody is gonna have paper copies for people who want it?
Yeah, I
Yes.
spoke with her.
Yeah, okay.
When I spoke with Sarah, she said that there would be paper copies
Okay,
and that her staff would do everything they could to make sure everybody got one when they came in.
okay.
So the concern is that it was too expensive to do a second mailing with those 2 pieces of paper in it.
Well, because she never got them, they had gone out already, right? So, and then when it was brought to her attention on Friday, the request to mail them out at that point was just too excessive because they've already reached their, maximum budget. So, I mean, it wasn't the initial reason, it was just the secondary reason. Can we,
no, no,
can we
no, I-
not?
I
Yeah.
realized that, like, then it would have been postage times 2 for a second mailing to those 270.
Right. But had they been included in the initial package, it would have gone in regardless of price.
Right.
So this is the most expensive the packages they've ever sent out. So I think we really need to consider in the future about doing more electronic.
Except
Well,
for
this I think is because of
more an
Schedule B.
article out.
I think this is because of Schedule B going out too, right? It's such a thick packet.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing. I'm telling you, the Conservation Commission is 13 pages and the
Planning.
additional dwelling thing is like 13 pages. I mean, there's a lot to read in this package.
I
And
just got
honestly-
back, so I haven't seen it yet. I stopped my mail, so I'd see it tomorrow probably.
Yeah, well, you're gonna need the rest of the weekend and up till Tuesday.
Yeah, you're gonna need the whole weekend to read this,
Oh,
for
God.
sure. Well, I don't have anything else unless anyone else has anything to discuss.
The
Um,
only thing that I would say is if this is the last meeting, we've talked about advice to the next commission. And it would be great to be able to wrap that up someplace and also to make sure that whatever is decided by town meeting, that there's follow through, because the last time this happened, there wasn't follow through and they had to go back again to town meeting. So I don't think we can do that tonight. I think maybe we probably have to schedule another meeting after town meeting to finalize this. Does that make sense to people?
Yeah, to finalize and make recommendations to the next
Yeah.
committee.
Yeah, and to
Like-
decide. Yeah.
And well, based on the votes, like what we would recommend, I mean, we can stack some issues that they might want to consider.
Yeah.
From this committee, like writing a letter to the next president, and leaving it on the desk.
Or it's the famous of a former first lady, just say no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I often
Yeah.
wonder when there's a last meeting, right? Let's say we didn't meet again, how do you approve these minutes?
Right,
Oh.
right, good one, good one.
That is a good one. I don't
Yeah.
know. But I would like to say before town meeting that I totally appreciate everyone who is going to answer questions before the public. I personally get tongue-tied in front of people, and I believe that you all will do a much better job than I, but if there are questions on my issue, I will do my best.
Same here, Beth, I feel the same way.
That's all we can do, right?
We're citizens. We're citizens doing our duty.
Yep, public service.
And we're all signing up for the bylaw review next.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
God.
I'll
All
be
right,
there.
everybody. Well, I move to adjourn.
I
May I
second.
second that?
roll call, Gloria,
Yes.
Lara,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Bess, yes. See you all Tuesday. Have a great
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.